If you are in New York City, please check us out every Saturday, channel 34, right here on MNN. If you're not in New York, or if you're in New York, you can still subscribe to our YouTube channel, Disabilities Redefined with Dr. Wagner. And that's exactly what we are doing. Beauty queens, fashion models, politicians, and great athletes, just like this guy. Check this out. Meet the man who didn't let losing his legs stop him from collecting sneakers. Okay, guys, subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you. All right, that's it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Disabilities Redefined with Dr. Wagner. I am here with
Matt Ferber.
Hey, he's the star of this episode. And, well, are you a star?
You know it.
Okay, I do too, because the interview's great. So you stick around and watch it.
Tune in. Yeah, I was always into sports. When I grew up, we used to play tackle football in Orange County, Chester, New York. I played for the Chester varsity in JV basketball, and I was very athletic. It took many years for me to get back into playing sports, and it made me confident before my accident. When I got back to playing sports, adaptively, my old self, if that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense, because I think you reclaimed your identity.
I did. It took me a while mentally because I didn't adapt with my situation, double amputee, so it took me years to cope with it. And once I coped with it, I felt like the same person when I first shot that basketball for the first time. I felt alive again, and it was amazing. And when I rode that hand cycle for the first time, it was just an unbelievable feeling. I take it the opposite way. I take it inspiration. It makes me more motivated. It makes me want to help even more people and be more of an inspiration and be more outgoing and to do more podcasts and to travel more and to help people that need any type of help. I don't know where somebody would get insulted or offended by the word inspiration. I get joy out of that word. I get, I literally get a smile on my face with that word. I feel like I brighten the room and I help people with that type of word. Yeah, it's about consistency with me, right? Being consistent to the community, being consistent good person, being consistent inspiration. So I look at a guy like LeBron, for example. He's been in the league 22 years. He'll be 40 December 30th. And this guy's still playing on one of the highest levels, still top 15 player in the NBA. So that's who I look up to. Robert De Niro, 81 years old, still making movies at a very high level. Consistent, over the last 40 to 50 years, 4 or 5 decades, consistently good movies. So I'm all about consistency. I want to inspirate. I want to be an inspiration in 40 years. I want to be 80 making people laugh. It was a journey. It took a while. For a while, I built it up inside me. I didn't really express the look and see of my injury. I just kind of brushed it off. I kind of just said, I'll figure it out or not worry about it. It took me years. I think I think for a major injury or spinal injury or whatever, it takes people years. I don't think you could, if you lose a limb or you can't walk, you get into it. I don't think something you could recover just overnight, right? It might need therapy. You might need to just have some new time and figure out your new life. Well, for me, I don't talk about this much, but I would say the major turnaround was September 14th, 2022, when I was self-medicated for a while. Like, you have an injury, doctors, prescribe you medicine, pain medicine. So I took pain medicine for a while, hiding my real feelings and stuff like that. And I just decided one day, didn't tell anybody, that I'm done. And I just checked myself into a rehab facility, and I've been good ever since and never had it. You have urges and stuff, but never good. And that's when did a total 360. Like, I was always good, you would never know, but like I was hurting inside a little bit, right? Didn't want anybody to see a weakness of me. So I would say that day was the turning point where I was complete of like, I gotta face something and I gotta do this for myself. 100%. 100%. I didn't know after my accident. I didn't know where I was gonna live. I didn't know my home was on ADA. I am personally blessed that I could do certain things, that I could bump up, that I have my upper body, and I see people in way, way less positions that I would still say to this day, like, I don't know what I do. For myself, I always have a positive. I try to always have a positive attitude. Because negativity, what is that going to do for you? You could be, even I tell my dad all the time, he's saying something negative. I just say negative. I just say literally, that's negative. Because I can't be around that. That doesn't work for me. Because what is that going to do? It's not going to do nothing. What is negativity going to do for people? It's just going to bring you down and the person you're with down. And you're going to be like, why do you want to be around this person? So I would say, I feel very confident in my own self and everything. Yeah. The only thing, to be quite honest, we're keeping it is like I said, relationship stuff, like romance, like that stuff. That's like a woman taking care of me because I have no legs. That's like one of the last things I would say I have to conquer mentally, right? You know, if I'm married, you know, babe, can you take the groceries in because I don't have no legs or something? Or it's going to be hard for me to walk with my prosthetics. Besides that, I walk around or wheel around. I wheel around like I own the city. like I'm good. And I'll talk to the people. I'm a finesse. I talk about finesse. You know how to talk to people. Be a people's person. Just being a nice person in the community and people you know will go a long way. Just knowing how to talk to people, to me, again, is a very big thing with me. The sort of picture, my mom passed away September of 2005, September 14th, same day that I did what I did with getting myself right mentally and physically. I have a sort of picture that I always like to look at and say, if my mom was around, she'd be so proud of me. And it always gives me good joy. And I could hear it to this day saying, Matthew, I love you so much, give me a hug. And I know she's looking down on me, very proud that I'm doing marathons, inspiring others, doing a podcast, talk show, sorry, talk show, let's get that one right, you can edit that. Yeah, just my bright smile that everybody's, oh, you have such a smile, all the stuff, you're such a tough bastard. My uncle that passed away in October, calling me his hero, all that stuff fuels me so much that a retired judge and lawyer is calling me his hero. So I would that's all I would say to that. Yeah.